Hello, everyone. Today, I want to talk to you about something that affects every one of us, something that shapes our ability to grow, to achieve, to thrive, and to feel connected. That powerful force is the environment we choose to create around us. Not the physical walls or the buildings we sit in, but the emotional atmosphere we build through our actions, our words, our attitudes, and our choices. Today, we talk about creating a positive environment, one that lifts us, energizes us, and allows every person to shine. A positive environment is not simply a nice to have. It is a foundation for success. Whether in a workplace, in a classroom, in a family, or in a community, the environment shapes behavior. It shapes motivation. It shapes dreams. When people feel safe, respected, and encouraged, they become more resilient. They become more creative. They become more courageous. But when the environment is filled with negativity, fear, or criticism, even the brightest minds dim and the strongest spirits bend. So the question we must ask ourselves is this: how do we create a positive environment, one in which everyone feels empowered to grow? First, we must understand that positivity is not a passive condition. It is an active choice. There is a misconception that positivity is simply optimism, a vague belief that everything will somehow turn out fine. But real positivity is far more powerful. It is a decision, sometimes a difficult one, to bring light into situations where it would be easier to complain, to judge, or to give up. Positivity means choosing growth over stagnation, understanding over impatience, solutions over blame. One of the most powerful tools we have in creating a positive environment is something small, something free, and something profoundly impactful: our words. Words can build bridges or burn them. They can lift someone who is struggling, or they can deepen their wounds. Think of a time when someone told you, "I believe in you," or "You can do this." Those words matter. They echo. They stay with us. In a positive environment, encouragement is not rare. It is normal. Appreciation is not occasional. It is habitual. People do not wait for others to fail before noticing them. They celebrate them as they grow. And this doesn't just make people feel good, it makes them perform better. A positive word can spark confidence. A moment of gratitude can fuel productivity. A bit of encouragement can change a life. Next, a positive environment is built through empathy, the ability to step into someone else's shoes, to listen without judgment, to understand without defensiveness. When empathy exists, trust grows. When trust grows, collaboration flourishes. And when collaboration flourishes, extraordinary achievements become possible. Imagine what could happen if, instead of jumping to conclusions, we paused long enough to ask, what might this person be going through? Imagine the change if we viewed mistakes not as flaws but as opportunities to learn. In a positive environment, people feel safe to express themselves, safe to learn, safe to fail, and safe to rise again. That safety is what unlocks potential. Creating a positive environment also requires responsibility, the understanding that each of us contributes to the atmosphere we live in. We are not bystanders. We are architects. The energy we bring into a room becomes part of the room. Our attitudes, whether negative or uplifting, spread. Positivity, like negativity, is contagious. Ask yourself, what am I contributing? Am I adding hope or adding doubt? Am I offering solutions or amplifying the problem? Am I lifting others or weighing them down? Small actions can change the dynamic of an entire space. A smile, a greeting, a moment of patience, a sincere compliment. These are not insignificant gestures. They are building blocks. They are the seeds that grow into a culture of positivity. Yet positivity does not mean avoiding challenges or pretending everything is perfect. In fact, creating a positive environment sometimes requires hard conversations, accountability, and difficult decisions. But what separates a positive environment from a negative one is how challenges are handled. In positive environments, mistakes become lessons. Weaknesses become pathways to improvement. Conflict becomes an opportunity to understand rather than a battlefield to win. To create a positive environment, we must also nurture gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to stress, negativity, and complacency. When we acknowledge the good around us, we attract more of it. Gratitude shifts perspective. It teaches us to notice victories instead of dwelling on shortcomings. It teaches us to appreciate people instead of taking them for granted. And a culture of gratitude transforms not only individuals, but communities. And finally, creating a positive environment requires consistency. Anyone can be positive for one day or 1 week or in front of an audience. The real transformation happens when positivity becomes a habit, a daily practice, something we commit to even when we are tired, even when things get difficult, even when we feel overwhelmed. Because a positive environment is not created by grand gestures. It is created by daily choices, repeated actions, and shared values. So today, I challenge each of you to become a builder of positive environments. Not tomorrow, not next month, today, right now. Commit to speaking words of encouragement. Commit to practicing empathy. Commit to choosing solutions over blame. Commit to showing kindness even when it is not required. Commit to being the spark that ignites motivation in someone else. You may not realize it, but your actions have the power to change the atmosphere of the spaces you enter. You can turn discouragement into hope. You can turn tension into cooperation. You can turn uncertainty into confidence. The environment you help create may become the place where someone finds their courage, their voice, or their purpose. In the end, creating a positive environment is not just about improving the world around you. It is about improving the world within you. When you cultivate positivity, you become stronger, more resilient, more compassionate, and more inspired. You become someone others want to follow. You become someone who makes a difference. So let us build environments that elevate the human spirit. Environments that welcome new ideas, celebrate growth, and embrace diversity. Environments where people feel valued, supported, and believed in. Environments where excellence is expected, creativity is encouraged, and kindness is lived. Together, let us create positive environments, places where people can thrive, where dreams can grow, and where we as individuals and communities can become the best versions of ourselves. Please like, share, and subscribe to our coaching channel for more outstanding and inspirational videos. Thank you.